Do men recognize if they got a good woman? Do men recognize a good woman when they got it? Or do you think they recognize it, Roti?
Man, that's a lot of factors going into that. Because the first thing men see, I can just speak for myself. I believe you're gonna rock with me on this one. First thing we go off of is attraction. You know what I'm saying? Like,
yeah,
I gotta rise to the occasion for you. You know what I'm saying? So like, if that's a no go, dudes gonna let the good one. They might let the good ones just pass on through.
What we talking about? Okay, let's talk about already kind of into
already in the mix with her.
Yeah, you already in the mix with her. You'd already been chilling with her for 8-9 months to a year. Do he still realize that he got a good woman, or do you think most cats realize it? Or you think they don't?
Honestly, yeah, because to chill with one for 8-9 months, that means that, like, you putting on, like, let's just look at the dudes that's not lame or weird or whatever. Like, if you do all right in that department, you got you can get attraction for multiple women, and you choose to spend 8-9 months with one. I think that's him noticing that he got a good one, because that's why he's devoting the majority of his time to that one. Like, okay, and you gala and all that, because men, what's what we're looking for? We control the commitment part of it. You know what I'm saying? Like, a woman can push for it, but, like, when you and your wife got married, you had to be the one to look. Let's make it happen, right?
I had to propose, yeah.
You proposed, but, like, it didn't happen until you was ready to do it, right? Like, when y'all took it to when you made it your wife and all that.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So, like, it was on.
Yeah.
It's on us. So, like, if we do it, then yeah, I think we do got that. Now the thing can come in is if there's certain dudes out there that that do dirt. What's what we're looking for? Recklessly, or they don't do it the right way.
Gallivant, scoundrel.
They out there scoundrel. You know what I'm saying?
Scoundrelize the system.
Shit know the female. Then yeah, okay. Yeah, they it's definitely dudes out there that
see women is worth this period.
Yeah, that don't realize good women when they have it. And I say, if we had to put it at a percentage, I would say probably 60-40 dudes realize that they got a good woman. You know what I'm saying? When they take it to the next level and make some secure with them. You know what I'm saying? But what you think, man? You think us fellas recognize that?
Oh man, I mean, like,
that's a big sigh, brother.
In a whole, I can't say no, because I don't think a youngster know what a good woman is. I don't think I think when you such a young age, you don't think what's good. You just think good to you is she letting you do whatever you want to her. That's what's good. That's what most people see as good.
What age range are you talking? Like 16, 25 or 30?
I mean, you know what? I can't even say age bracket, because it's some old that still think the same way.
Okay.
So I think
mentality.
It's just a mentality thing, because some men just think she good because she let me do whatever I want to with her, and she just don't argue with me. She just let me do as I please. That don't make she good. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. That's true.
But I would tell women this, because I don't know a woman. I don't know a woman who's gonna say, yeah, nah, I ain't good. I'm horrible. I'm a devil. I'm a demon. I don't know no woman who's gonna say that. And say that and honestly really mean it. You know what I'm saying? Unless she's and I can't say it meaning to be true, because I know women who will say something like that, but they'll say that to people that they're not attracted to. I don't know ones who's gonna say that to people that they are attracted to. The conversation is different. So, but what I would tell a woman is this: you feeling that you good mean absolutely nothing. You feeling that you good mean absolutely nothing.
Okay.
The reality is, most likely a man that met you, no matter how fine you think you is, no matter what kind of job you think you got, what kind of position you think you hold in the socioeconomic world, and what you think you did and you deserve you to earn in this life, and what kind of degrees you got, and style, none of that matters. Because the reality of it is 9 times out of 10, and it's like a 9.9997 times out of 10, the man meet y'all, and we got to do some real good estimate. We got to do some real good points here. The man met y'all, whether you a college student, a college graduate, whether you were a promiscuous woman in the street, whether you a club hopper, whether you a stripper, all across the board, men will meet y'all 2 weeks later, one night to 2 weeks later after meeting y'all, they already had sex with y'all about 10 times already. So all that good is out the window. You see what I'm saying? All that good is out. Look like this. I don't put no woman over no woman if I'd have met you and then within the first month I'm already knocking you off.
Okay.
And guess what? I haven't never dealt with a woman that I ain't knock off within the first month. Within the first like a week and a half, 2 weeks. You know? Yeah. My wife, yeah, it was up to like a month. And that's just because I pushed it back because I really liked it. I want to see what it was about. But just like any other woman, it could have happened within it could have happened within the first 2 weeks.
Yeah. But let me ask you this though. You said it was something you saw in your wife initially to push it back, right? Or let's just say halfway or whatever time frame was.
It's just the fact because I liked her so much.
Gotcha.
I thought she was, and I didn't want her put in a position where I was just treating her like one of the hoes.
Gotcha.
You see what I'm saying? So I made a conscious decision to try to hold off as long as I can with her. Because once, if I would have started seeing her like one of the hoes, we probably wouldn't have made it this far.
Well, yeah.
You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And so this is the thing. Now, I know a lot of people gonna be like, well, when we have the time we have sex don't determine nothing. It don't we grown or whatever. Yeah, y'all make all the excuses y'all want to. At the end of the day, I'm gonna be honest with you. A lot of men can say we can have sex the first night, or we can have sex the first week. I mean, we all grown. I just say a woman knows what she want, and guess what? How many times you heard a nigga say that? And guess what? That same nigga that says that, y'all ain't make it.
Yeah.
You gone and he gone.
He on to the next one.
He on to the next one. You on to the next one. Why? Because, you know what I'm saying?
Right.
No, don't get it twisted. I'm not saying you can't vibe with meet a good person and y'all, it just so miraculously happen. That anomalistic type situation can't happen. I'm not saying that. I'm not saying that. I'm not saying it can't happen.
Those exceptions.
But when a woman thinks she good, now this is not when they talk about the word good, a lot of men use the word good and saying, well, you think you good, so that means you think it don't make you no better than the woman who gave up sex on the first night and you gave up sex 2 weeks in. It don't make you no better than her. So they try to use that to get these women, all the women that cooperate the same, and just start giving sex up off the bat without knowing you're not doing nothing, which predominantly that's what they most doing anyway. If you're doing it in 2 days, 2 weeks, or whatever, it's still coming fast.
Yeah.
It's still coming fast.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So a woman, you being good means nothing to us. It really don't. You being good means nothing to us at all, because all your goodness in the world, look, all your goodness in the world is not going to stop a man from going to get that woman that he already know what she feel like and already know how she perform, especially if he hit you and you ain't living up to that and he know he can go back and get that with no problem. It's not going to stop him from going back and get that, for one. Two, if it's just a motherfucker that's just that bad that when she passed my eyes and she showing me that love and I'm like, I got to get it. I got to shoot it. I got to. You know what I'm saying? No disrespect to you, no harm to you. I don't want. I still want you to be the man, but I got to shoot at this one. She just too far to let pass. I got to do it, Roti. I got to do it. You know, and let's be honest, it's just some women who just physically that fine. Not saying you want to take on her whole life and be a man and all that, but at the end of the day, if she walk by you, she smile, she tell you, she's showing you that little, because everybody know that little connection. She's showing you that little spark. Most niggas gonna shoot.
You gonna shoot? You gonna go? You know what I'm saying? If she bad enough,
If she bad enough, he gonna see what it's about.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Yeah. He gonna see what it's about.
Yeah. Yep.
Especially when niggas full-fledged out here cheating with broads who don't even equal up to their main broad.
That's a good point.
You got to understand, like a high percentage of the women that niggas do cheat with don't even equal their main broad.
Yeah. It's usually a step down. You right?
Usually a step down.
Yeah.
So imagine the one who, and women got to be honest. You ain't the baddest woman in the world. You ain't the baddest woman in the city. So if your man getting that woman that socially looks better than you to the majority, and she showing them love, that nigga gonna pop.
Yeah.
or he gonna go. Or he gonna make an attempt to.
Yeah.
This is facts.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Was that in the same space, or was that a different space? Where'd you get this question from? Was that where'd you get this question from? Was that a tweet, or where'd you find it?
It was a post. It was a post on Facebook.
Okay.
But as far as qualities, a lot of men don't care about that, because a lot of the women that men messed up actually had the same qualities that the woman they married got. They didn't have the same look. They had the same qualities. Yeah. You know, they had the same quality. They didn't have the same look. They was overall, kind women. They was overall thoughtful women. They was overall, whatever. They had the same qualities. They probably didn't have the same look, but they treated you the same. They let you kind of get away with the same stuff. So it's not like it's no different. It's no different. Majority of the men, if you ask them in a man-to-man conversation, they can honestly tell you most of the women that they would deal with, they could have been in a relationship and it would have worked out with them if they was the ones who wasn't, trying to still, get all their glory day out.
That's true. Yeah.
You will see. You see. Come on, bro. You've been out to the clubs and stuff like that. You've seen bros chasing niggas, and then at an outsider looking in, because we all as men did that. You be like, damn, that nigga really messing up with some good women.
Yeah.
And you know he didn't messing up with some good women. Yeah. Man, look. Let me tell you something. People looked at me, but like, bro, you losing you messing over a bunch of good women. Why? Because if you want to say good, you messing over a bunch of quality characteristic trait women. Why? Because there's a lot of them out there. There's a lot of them who really just want to get with that one man and be with that one man. Yeah. But they got to understand, in the time period they be trying to do this. See, women don't understand the science of a man. You got to think about it. First of all, you trying to lock down this man when he 18, 19. I'm prime testosterone. Yeah. I'm still hitting hard like a linebacker. I'm a wild horse. I'm not trying to be tamed right now. Yeah. That's one. I'm so young and I'm full of life. I'm not trying to be tamed right now. I'm not trying to deal with a menstruation once a month. I'm not trying to do that. When your menstruation on, either your mouth gonna work, or I'm going somewhere else. Because why? I'm prime testosterone.
A whole bunch of it.
I'm on the move. I'm jittery. Yeah. Then on top of that, you got to think about it. Even though when you prime testosterone, you still ain't came into how you gonna look as a grown man just yet. So when your beard finally get in and your waves finally get deep and you finally get swole the way you want to, you're about 25, 26. And they thinking, well, you should be old enough, you should be mature enough, you should want to settle down. Baby, I just got these deep waves.
You just coming into yourself. Yeah.
You came in, my chest poked out. I finally got the 6-pack. I gotta go give it. It's 30 of them that want to get down right now.
Yeah.
I still got some broads I owe pipe to.
Yeah.
so
yeah.
I'm for real.
Yeah.
And you gotta think about it, because you gotta understand they trying to settle down with a man who 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25. And this man is in prime stallion age.
Yeah, he is.
You know what I'm saying? He prime stallion age. So guess what? You need to catch him by the time he about 30, 31, 32, 33, 34, 35. But this is the situation. 70s, 80s, early 90s, 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 because 90s they weren't that bad.
Yeah.
60s, 40s, 50s, you got women. The women wasn't in competition of sleeping and having sex with men. Now you got women are in competition with men for sexual encounters now.
Yeah.
They trying to sleep around just as much as the man got because they want to be liberated. Nobody can't tell me what to do. My body count shouldn't mean nothing. Yeah. You got to understand. You got women who was holding it off. You know, they may have let one nigga pop up the virginity, but that was it. They weren't sleeping. You got to understand. Like, I'm not saying it wasn't promiscuous. It's always been promiscuous women through the history. Yeah. But the predominant number of the women wasn't moving promiscuous and loose. Yeah. Nowadays, 2010, 2020s. Oh man, these women.
It's a whole nother ball game now.
It's a whole nother ball game now.
Yeah.
So guess what? These men got to come out the game early to get him a good woman who's not been full of miles. Yeah. You got to think about it. Now, the longer you let a woman stay single, she for the rack up.
Yeah. Yeah. Easy.
The longer you let a woman stay single, she bound to sleep with 2 or 3 dudes a year.
Easy.
As long as she stays, they doing that now, man. As long as she stays single, these women out here sleeping with 2, 3, 4 dudes a year.
Oh yeah.
A year.
Oh yeah.
A year. Then not let your girl you chasing off be single in college. She might get a whole basketball team under her belt.
Thanks.
You feel me?
Yeah.
So it's like these women are moving at light speed when it comes to giving that box away now. That man ain't got no choice but to come out the game quick and try to lock them down, because or they gonna just have to just take that woe out.
Yeah, go into the game.
Take that woe out box. But take that money and go work for 10 years and give your wife some money to get that thing back tightened up via surgery. Because that's all you're doing. That's what a lot of them doing. That's what a lot of women doing. Going to get BBLs or going to get that thing tightened up again with surgeries. Yeah. Why? Because niggas running through left and right.
Left and right.
And a bunch of locomotives hitting them.
Yeah. Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So why do you think so many men be trying to kiss them women when they be young, 21, 22? And they be early. And they be in their 40s.
Yep.
Man be in their 40s trying to kiss that 21, 22, 23-year-old. They trying to kiss it before the streets get them.
Yep.
And then on top of that, if they non-black, they be trying to catch it before they be trying to catch it before our neighborhood get them. Because when our neighborhood get them non-black girls, we run through. You see a white girl, Mexican girl, whatever. You see her before she come to the hood, and then when she come to the hood, you see her once the hood then got a hold of her.
Two different women,
two different presentations.
Right.
Hood, hey, the hood to mangle them up.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying?
Yep.
They mangle them up so bad, they own community don't want them back. I don't want y'all back.
Yeah.
Ain't no Stay over there.
Back. Yep.
Stay over there. Stay with them niggas. We don't want y'all back.
Basically.
We don't want y'all back.
It's true.
Stay over there. You know, this is facts.
It is.
You know? So I mean, so it's like when you got women out here who's trying to use or feel like that they're better, good than another woman, wherever that man is in life, that man ain't thinking about you being good. That man thinking about trying to make sure he juice out of all his prime that he can.
Yeah.
And guess what? 9 times out of 10, you standing in the way if you get him too young.
Yeah.
And you get him in the transition of finding himself.
Yeah.
And he coming into himself or whatever. You standing in the way because you ain't you not finna be.
Yeah, you ain't gonna rank
the only one. You ain't finna be the only one.
You right.
You think it. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And you can get all freak nasty and do everything you want to. Guess what? I still want to hear another girl moan.
Yeah.
I still want to hear another girl scream. Mm-hmm. I still want to see how another woman arch her back. I still want to see how another woman do it. Everything you doing, I want to see how another woman do it.
Yeah.
This is facts.
They're gonna be on the trial.
It ain't got nothing. It's no indictment against who you are and what you're doing. Because what you're doing a phenomenal job as my main gal. But I still want to see what these other bros out here doing. It's especially when you get a man too young, he ain't.
Yeah.
That boy. Yep. Tell me this. Okay. Let me make a simple analogy.
Okay.
What professional basketball player, football player, baseball player, wrestler, honestly, really, really ready to retire at 27, 28 years old if they're not battered and bruised up? They're not ready to retire that young.
That's a small number.
Really, honestly, I want to lead a game. And then it's a really, really small number because the ones who do lead the game, they feel themselves going down the wrong road, so they want to leave before they get there.
They ain't got no choice. Yeah.
So they still forced out the game.
Forced out,
but they don't want to leave. Luke Kuechly didn't want to lead the game that early.
Yeah.
Andrew Luck didn't want to lead the game that early. He just had to lead the game.
Body broken up.
That's what I'm saying. So at the end of the day, when you talk about a young man full of testosterone, that man ain't trying to lead the street yet.
Yeah.
He ain't trying to lead them hoes yet. He ain't trying to leave it.
Yeah, he on the prowl, man.
It's just like a broad who be around a bunch of niggas with money. And everywhere she turn around, she got niggas who want to spend money on her. She ain't trying to lose that to be with one man, one paycheck. Mm-hmm. She ain't trying to. Yeah. Especially if that one paycheck don't supersede everything that she done seen already.
That dude got to have like Bezos money. You right.
She ain't trying to get that up yet.
Yep. Straight up.
So I think people just failing to do the science on the relationship that they trying to get in, because they be trying to get in a relationship, but then they don't want to do the numbers and really, it's like an equation, bro. Mm-hmm. It's like an equation. Every time I plug a new woman in, it's not gonna be the same answer.
No,
it's not. Every time I plug a new woman in, I'm gonna get a different equation. I'm gonna get a different. You see what I'm saying? Yeah, I can't just keep plugging in different women. I'm getting the same thing. It don't happen. Yeah. So a lot of dudes be trying to plug each woman in and think they're gonna get the same thing. It don't work like that.
You know,
and vice versa with women. You know, it don't work. So you got to know when you getting these people, how old you getting these people, what they done been through. Like, people really need to start asking, man, have you especially women. Or not even just women, men, because men need to start looking at these young broads, and you getting these broads at 20, 21 years old, you got to look at these young broads and be like, okay, these young broads, you got to think, so you a young nigga, you about 24, 25, she about 21, 22, she might still be walking around with braces in her mouth, and she's still walking around with braces in her mouth, and she don't really know how to accentuate her style yet. But you can already see her as a man. You can already see her, man. Especially as an older man, you can be like, "Oh, bro, I know that she gonna be tough if she do this, do that. Start wearing her hair like this." He don't see that, but he needs to know that because he needs to see. Oh, you ain't even at your top notch yet.
Your peak. Yep.
You ain't feeling at your bad B yet. You ain't even at that. So once you get that, I'm gonna have a problem on my hands.
Yeah.
Because guess what? When you move up and you start opening more eyes, what they do is say, I got to fight every day to prove my love. Yeah. That's what he gonna be doing.
Yeah.
That's what he gonna be doing.
Yeah. It's a whole bunch of new level of dudes gonna be getting out.
New level of dude, new level of money.
And She gonna go. She gonna go.
Somebody gonna do it. Give her an offer she can't refuse.
Can't refuse. Yeah. Right.
Especially if you still coming to her with, we supposed to be building together. This nigga that already built.
He already built.
All she gotta do is walk in and just fuck.
Walk in. She gonna do it.
That's what I'm saying, bro.
What it is.
So it's a lot of people who be playing themselves when it comes to this relationship game and trying to be in. It's nothing wrong with being in a relationship too early. Only if I honestly believe if y'all both walked in this thing as a virgin, bro. You ain't never known no woman. She ain't never known no man. When y'all come together, she can't compare you to nobody because she never been with nobody. You can't compare her to nobody because she ain't never been with nobody. And every other sexual influence, y'all keep out of your life. Don't watch no porn. Don't give her no ideas of what anything else could be like. Don't give yourself any ideas of what anything else could be like. Because guess what? You might start putting something on that woman that she ain't used to. And then when she get it open, when she get it under her belt,
facts.
She want to see, you know, when I taught my bro how to suck pipe. Yeah. Now she telling you, now she looking at cucumbers different.
Yeah.
And you ain't cucumber. Yep. You ain't cucumber size.
Yeah. Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Yeah.
Now you're about to lose her. Because you opened her up to something that you open up that Pandora box, you can't close it, bro.
You can't close it.
You can't close it.
Yep.
Love ain't gonna close it.
Nah.
the thought of your aura, and that's what people think. People think my presence, my aura, who I am should be enough to stop you from doing stuff. That's not enough, baby.
Don't work like that.
That's not enough. That's not enough.
Yeah.
So, yeah, man, but I got women waking up. Well, we're gonna jump into let's see what this tea